The NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Set for a good matchup in one of the premier divisions in the NFL. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, you never get a chance to really rebuild. Everyone wants you to win right now in this division. And they've been taking turns at the top of the division. 19 years since the Eagles repeated as division champ. Dallas won it last year. Who knows what we're in store for this season?
Yeah, it just shows how hard it is to win year in and year out consistently in the NFL. The league is set up for parity. It's set up for teams that were last in the division. They have just as good a shot to win it the next year. And I think this is a two-horse race. With Dallas, as you said, they won it last year. I think Philadelphia feels that this roster, this coaching staff coming back, has them in position to challenge Dallas. I think right now New York and Washington find themselves on the bottom looking up, but I think the Eagles and the Cowboys, this could come all the way down to the end of the season.
The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. If there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A-game in this one, we could be in for a real treat.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's second down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Third and 6. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. First down throw there is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This is caught at the 2. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block, but in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke, and Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
Here's what you call a little bit of a polarizing player, Mike. His career has been a bit of a mixed bag after being a first-round pick a few years back. At times, he looks like a bona fide franchise quarterback. At others, he looks like a guy who's still trying to find his way and take that next step. It's the consistency. That's the biggest issue. If that changes, man, he'll finally be able to reach his full potential.
Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the man signed from Houston. It's Devin Singletary. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Play action now. It's Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Crowder to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He finds the veteran Ertz. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt, None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Daniels gonna throw again. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's gonna be taken down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Washington.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Now on the return, he has lost the football. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He'll try to run for it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This one from 49. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a run with Singletary. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jones. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 17 yards that time for number 17.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing again, Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. He is in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Commanders move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now, Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the give, it's Singletary. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Jones. A short one there to Bellinger. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Jones now on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great. Difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Here's first and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain. Daniels to throw on second down.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Open man, left side. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Commander's first down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air again is Daniels. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Man in motion is Brown. They'll run with Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Giants offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Back to throw is Jones. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
I love the call here on 3rd and inches. Everyone, when they're looking at the running back, is anticipating you handing him the ball. He can get lost sometimes in the passing game and in the structure of the concept. In this case, the quarterback's able to find him open, and he's able to move the chains.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll have a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Another run here for Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Singletary. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Jones. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
What I loved about this play, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker before the ball was snapped. We see so often they get antsy, they start tipping the blitz, and then the offensive line and the running back is able to pick them up. But in this case, it didn't look before the snap like he was going to come. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounted for him, and he records the sack.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Daniels gonna throw again. That one complete to Brian Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Not much. Second and long coming up. Man in motion is Brown. They'll go again with Robinson. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Third and a yard. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Commanders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's going to run it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the handoff, Singletary. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Jones. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Jones. The outside, caught by Neighbors. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Off he goes. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Jones keeping this one. And he will take it in himself. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Man in motion is Brown. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. Here's Robinson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. Man in motion is Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. The RPO, this one to McLaurin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground, finding room at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Jones. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. Third and 5. Now, Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, Daniels. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and This isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone and they got to find a way.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Brian Robinson, touchdown Washington. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Jones to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Singletary. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, they'll throw with Jones. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Eckler. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, We say so long, everyone.